Okay, everyone, if you are just joining us, what we want to say is we want to say welcome. And we also want to say that we're excited for you to join us because tonight, tonight, you're going to have a very, very rare opportunity to be able to have a way to build wealth without your traditional means. Most people are thinking of building wealth as, okay, I got to go out here and do physical labor. I got to go out here and recruit a ton of people, or I got to go out here and just do it by myself. Folks, what we're going to show you could actually increase your net worth tenfold over time. There's a possibility. I never guarantee anything, but if you pay attention to this, you're going to learn something about money that you never knew. Now, the first gentleman I want to bring into the forefront is Mr. Caujuan+Melvin. If you're not familiar with him, he has been in multiple opportunities. He has built them from the ground up. He's been able to help a lot of people, including myself, to be able to earn anywhere from an extra 4 to 5 figures per month. Let me repeat, 4 to 5 figures per month. Caujuan and Team Elite, we only get opportunities where everybody wins. It's not an opportunity where Caujuan makes all the money. It's not an opportunity where just the people around him make all the money. It's an opportunity where everybody can share in the profit. And this is nothing different. So if you're here for the first time, you want to get people in late, this is going to be something where we all can benefit. With that said, I want to bring Caujuan to the forefront, 6-figure earner in multiple companies, entrepreneur, author, book writer, song creator, and master brander. Caujuan, you got the floor, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. And that was an awesome intro. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to top that one, but appreciate it. All right, guys, welcome, man. We are super excited for what we have for you guys today. I mean, I don't do no fluff, no hype. I'm very meticulous and strategic on anything that I join. I'm not just a, chasing shiny object kind of guy. Everything is well thought out, and this is no different. That's the reason why that we talked about this days ago, and you just didn't get a link thrown down your throat. It was made sure that everything was put in the right place, that everyone is going to have the best shot at coming in and really winning in a real way. So I'm very happy and excited to say that, I feel we teamed up with the best person that we could possibly team up with. And I've had many people in my inbox, trying to pull me this way, pull me that way, give me this deal, give me that deal. But at the end of the day, you can't get no better than the top. Okay. And I've always pride myself. And once I made it that, always try and get as close to the top as you possibly can, because that's the way that you're going to have the best shot at getting the most, out of what you're doing. And that you're going to be aligned with people that's already did it for you. So, you're in the best place at being and have the best shot at being successful. So this ain't going to be no different. We teamed up with the actual top person in the company. He's been here since they started way back 4 or 6 years ago, right? Way back. And he's actually was one of the first or the first person to do go gold, okay, in the company. So, and that's what we all strive to do, right? Go executive gold and corporate and all that. So he was actually the first to do it. And he has the biggest team. Okay. A lot of these same people that was trying to pull me in all these different directions, they on his team. Okay. So I was like, well, we can't get no better than that. And then not only that, what better person to actually give you guys the actual presentation today, right? Okay. So I was like, you know what? Can we get you on board to do that for us? And he was like, absolutely. So we also got a team player, as you can see. He could be any place today, but he's here with us. Okay. Another 6-figure earner, gold collector, silver collector, practicing we preach, product of the a customer of the product as well. And I like to introduce Mr. Tony Hubbard.
All right, Mr. Caujuan+Melvin, man, I appreciate that wonderful introduction, man, and hats off to you. It's always a pleasure when you get a chance to work with other professionals in the space. And I have no doubt, just looking at the people that we're nearing 100 people on this initial launch call tonight, that over the next couple of years, when they read off the list of the individuals in this company that are earning significant income, I have no doubt this gentleman's name will be at the top of that list. So hats off to you, my brother. Look forward to this journey to help impact tens of thousands of lives for many years to come. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mayo did. He said some great things about me as far as his business, and that feels good. It always does. But if all that you ever knew about me was what he said, it could be very misleading. Because like most of you guys, 4.5 years ago, I took a look at this company when it first got started back in November 2016. And I was at a critical point in my life. I just needed something to work for me. Do me a favor tonight. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever been at a point in your life you just needed something to work for you. All right. And I took a look at the business that we're going to talk about tonight. And I actually got involved the very same night I took a look at it, not because I understood everything, but because what the gentleman said that night just made a whole lot of sense. Put a 2 in the chat if it makes sense to buy gold and silver at the best price. Put a 2 in the chat if that conversation resonates with you. And if it also makes sense that if someone's going to get paid every time gold and silver is purchased, that somebody probably needs to be named you. Put a 2 in the chat if that resonates with you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I really grasped 4.5 years ago. I went on to introduce now well over 100 plus people to this concept, and have a team now that's tens of thousands of people across the nation and now in 5 different countries. And I don't share that tonight to impress you, but to impress upon you. If someone like myself that doesn't have a college degree can do this business and earn several $1,000s every week, every last one of you guys here tonight will have the exact same opportunity. So is it okay tonight if I just share with you guys the same concept that was shared with me 4.5 years ago? And if you like what you see, like many of us love what we saw, we're going to welcome you to our family in advance. And if it's okay tonight, I'm going to show you how we can make money together. All right. So let's just dive into it. For the next 25 minutes or so, we're going to share with you guys what we call a wealth strategy. How do I put something in place that allows me to have that American dream, time and money together? So let's just think about it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a favor tonight. Put a 1 in the chat if it looks like you're working way harder today for your money than you've ever done, just to cover the basics. Well, I guess it's a little comforting to knowing it's not just you, but higher costs and financial pressures, they're reaping havoc on many, many families today. And people can't even keep up with this elusive word called inflation. And that was a study done in May of 2017 that said 44% of Americans couldn't take a $400 hiccup in their life. That means a tire blows out, something happens to a washer or dryer. And in lieu of the fact that over 50 million people last year alone filed for unemployment in this country, I'd venture to say that number is now probably closer to 70%. So the question is tonight, and we're going to give it an answer to it, what's happening with your money? And why should you and I even care? Well, here's what we know to be true. This chart shows you the purchasing power of the dollar over the last 100 years. And put a 1 in the chat if it looks like the purchasing power of your dollar is going the wrong way. But as you can see, there are several things that happen to cause the dollar not to buy what it used to do. And I know it sounds like a fairy tale, but once upon a time, a dollar bill could actually buy you $1 worth of goods. But there's several things that happen. But the thing I want you to focus on tonight took place in 1971, August the 15th to be exact, when then President Nixon took the entire world off of the gold standard. You see, up until that time, they could only physically print what they could back up with the Fort Knoxes of the world. Now you hear $5 words on television like quantitative easing. All that means our government now has a license to print the funny stuff out of the thin air. And it's just like a glass of tea. I don't care how good it tastes. The more water you pour into it, the more diluted it becomes and the less value it has. And because the dollar is no longer backed by gold, the more of these they print, the less purchasing power the dollar has. I hate to break it to you tonight. What a dollar used to buy is not even worth the price of a bubble gum. So what's the answer? Why should you and I should be concerned? Here's why we need to be concerned. It's not that things are costing more, it's the value of your dollar is going down. That's why it's costing. Over the last 16 years, it's costing people 51% more to rent an apartment. For retired people, last I checked, when people retire, the money don't go up, it goes down. It's costing people more, 61% more to take care of their home. For these young families over the last 16 years, they're paying 78% more to pay for their starter home than what it costs you and I. And think about it. These are everyday necessities. Let me bring it to your front door. Because the dollar is no longer worth anything, that's why it's costing you 99% more to heat your home. 43% more to eat at home, ladies and gentlemen. nearly 60% more if you're eating out. I had one of my daughters graduate from high school last year. I'm looking at 1.5 times to pay for her college than what it costs me. So the question is tonight, and we're going to give you an answer to it, is what's happening with your money? And why should you and I even care? Well, here's the reason why. We're going to make a case tonight for what is called sound money. And don't be alarmed. That's a fancy way of saying physical gold and silver. And just so we don't get it twisted tonight, we're not talking stocks, we're not talking bonds, we're not talking ETFs, we're talking this stuff. This is a 100-ounce silver bar worth about $3,000. This is a 1-ounce gold piece worth about $2,000. Tonight, we're going to begin the education for many of you guys. Why is it that the Robert Kiyosakis of the world, the Warren Buffetts of the world, why do they have physical gold and silver in their portfolio? Why is it that the largest governments of the world and the largest financial institutions of the world, why do they buy the most and yet stay the least? What do they know that you and I should know? Well, here's what they know, ladies and gentlemen. Back in 1965, when the dollar was still backed by something, a $1 bill and a 1-ounce silver coin bought the exact same thing. And back then, all it took was $1, you could buy a whole gallon of milk. But fast forward to the day, you and I both know with a $1 bill, you're going to be lucky if you get a carton of milk. But because this has appreciated and the dollar is depreciated, a 1-ounce silver coin would buy you 5 gallons today. What about entertainment? Back then, either one of these, you could go in and watch the whole movie. Now, you and I both know. I'm going to be standing outside hoping somebody help me out with just $1, talking about watching anything. But because this is now worth $30, the 1-ounce silver coin, I can literally watch 2 brand new movies. What about one of my favorite examples of buying a brand new car? See, back in 1965, when your dollar was still backed by something, all you had to do was accumulate 2,500 $1 bills or 2,500 1-ounce silver coins. You could walk into a Ford dealership and walk out with a brand new Ford Mustang. Do me a favor tonight, put a 2 in the chat if you think buying a brand new car for just $2,500 is a beautiful thing. Now, fast forward to the day. You and I both know 2,500 of these, you're not going to walk out of that with a whole bunch of nothing. You're lucky if they accept that with a down payment. But because the 1-ounce silver coin has went up to now $30 a coin, you can literally purchase the price of 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. What about the other sound money of gold? But back in 1965, if you accumulated $10,000, you could buy a brand new house back then. And even with depreciation, you'd have about $86,000 worth of equity. But what if you knew back then what you knew today, and you put that $10,000 into gold one time, not every year, not every 5 years, one time? That $10,000 would be worth over $500,000 today. Think about it. $10,000 in, don't touch it, $500,000 today. Put a 2 in the chat if you wish your 401k looked like that. So if I understand that to be true, the question then remains, why haven't my financial advisor offered to take me to lunch and talk about buying physical gold and silver? Why haven't my financial planner said, listen, let me buy you a cup of coffee, let's buy some gold and silver? Here's the truth of the matter. It's not that they're bad people, ladies and gentlemen. I have many friends in that arena. They're trained not to have the conversation because, number one, they don't earn a commission on it. And number two, the people that train them, they hope you and I never know. They hope you and I never wake up and smell the coffee. But if you're on this Zoom tonight, somebody loved you enough, somebody respected you enough to give you a phone call to maybe to begin your education on why everybody should have physical gold and silver. And the bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen. We partnered up with an incredible company that really believes that you deserve it, that everybody in your family should start acquiring physical gold and silver. Let's have a grown man, a grown woman conversation now. The average person, when you mention gold and silver, they check out. In their mind, it is just a rich man's game and a game of kings. But no longer, because of the company we're going to introduce you to tonight, these gentlemen have cracked the code. They've made owning gold and silver affordable to you and I. Well, who are we? The name of the company we're going to introduce you to tonight, the one that Caujuan has partnered with, is called 7K Metals. Founded back in 2016 by gentlemen that's already created billion-dollar companies and gentlemen that have created multi-million-dollar companies. And the 4 gentlemen have combined over 100 years experience in the networking space. The reason why they garner so much respect because they've all been on both sides of the table. From the corporate side, they've already started and grown companies to the tune of billions of dollars in annual revenue. And from the field, they have each built multi-million-dollar businesses for multiple companies. Now, these 4 gentlemen got together to solve 2 major issues in the networking space. Problem number 1, how can we provide a product that everyone would want and need at a great price? And problem number 2, how can we realistically create a compensation plan where not just a select few, but the massive amount of people can actually have success? And so when they created a company, ladies and gentlemen, here's one of the messages, and it just shows you the heart of these gentlemen. I mean, now think about it. They've been wildly successful for many, many years. But they said for far too long, they watched the people around them suffer with the economy fluctuating, just trying to make ends meet. And they believe in creating a company where a product what everybody would want or need at a great price so that everyday people can start creating a lifestyle powered by gold and silver. And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, they believe in you and they believe that you and I deserve it. Now think about it. Now I've been blessed to be buying gold and silver since 2008. And I have yet to run into anybody that didn't believe owning it was a good thing. But there's a reason why only about 5% of the population actually owns gold and silver. And so the company, these owners, they were just as puzzled as you and I. So when they did the research, when they first started in 2016, here's what they found to be true. Number 1, people don't understand, why should I buy? They understand a little bit about stocks and bonds. Why should I be buying this stuff here and having it show up in my mailbox? Can I trust the people I'm getting it from? Can I get it in small quantities? And more importantly, how can I accumulate even more of it? Well, to answer those questions, ladies and gentlemen, they created a business model that we're all familiar with. See, I'm oftentimes asked, what do? Do you sell the gold? Do you sell the silver? What exactly is your business model? All we're going to do for you tonight is we're going to sell you a membership, like a Sam's Club or a Costco. And with membership comes privileges. I want you to imagine tonight for just a few $100s a year to have your own gold and silver business. You can have a wholesale and retail, and you can shop till you drop with no minimum or maximum purchases. Put a 1 in the chat if you resonate with that conversation. So to understand how to be able to create a Sam's Club model for gold and silver, you need to understand how the process normally works. You see, when gold and silver is mined from the earth, once it's delivered to the mint and they turn it into coinage, the mint sells it at the lowest price. There are 12 authorized purchasers who are licensed by Congress to buy millions of dollars worth of metals every single month from the largest mints of the world. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. No one gets it at a lower price than the 12. So if you and I hope to get it at the best price, we buy from the 12. The challenge with that, to play that game, it starts at buying $10,000 every month. That wipes out most of the competition. The 12 only sell to the largest wholesalers who sell to brokers, who sell to retailers. They typically sell to you and I. And every single time is marked up. Here's 7K Metals' business power. Because they have the buying power now of tens of thousands of members, they partnered up with 5 of those 12. And on the wholesale product, they pass on the savings to the members without marking it up 1 penny. You heard me correctly. When it comes to this stuff, this is a 1 ounce silver coin, exactly how it comes from the mint. This is a 1 ounce, this is a 100 ounce silver bar. You're going to pay the same rate the company pays. Put a 1 in the chat if that's a beautiful thing. And because there's no minimums and maximums, that means if I can only afford to buy $50 this month, if I can only afford to buy $100 this month, I can get $50 with the silver, $100 with the gold at the best price. And now for that reason, we have tens of thousands of people that now own sound money, physical gold and silver. The majority of them had never purchased it before. Now, because they understood, most people don't understand the conversation, relax. You don't have to be an expert to make the right buying decision. Because the moment you sign up, you get access to a buyer certification. There's a series of short videos that educate you on what the most successful people buy. You're going to find out why is it that Robert Kiyosaki and Warren Buffett, why do they have physical gold and silver in their portfolio? Why is it that you want to buy the wholesale product and our retail product of the collectible coins? Why is it that the largest governments of the world and the Chase Manhattans of the world, why do they buy the most and yet say the least? What do they know that you and I should know? Well, these are the 5 reasons. They simplify the process on why the most successful people on the planet buy physical gold and silver. Number 1, to hedge against inflation, more poor government decisions, and possible economic collapse. Do me a favor tonight, put a 1 in the chat. I don't care who you voted for in November. You believe we still got problems with the government, so everybody need to have some gold and silver. Number 2, accumulate your wealth. Wealth protection means if I have stocks, bonds, crypto, I need to protect it because gold and silver has a 10,000-year track record. It ain't going nowhere. Diversify my portfolio and the coin collecting. So they created a model. So if you wanted to do one of those 5, if you want to do all 5 of them, once you're a member, this becomes a one-stop shop. And the reason why we encourage you to do the coin collecting part is because we don't want you to ever again make a $1.2 million mistake. And do me a favor tonight, put a 2 in the chat if you're like me. I still get mad at a $10 mistake. If I go to that grocery store tonight and I look at that receipt when I get out in the parking lot and them last 2 cans are not in there, guess who's gonna make another trip back in there? $10 is still $10. Well, when it comes to our collectible coin of the silver, gold and silver coins, ladies and gentlemen, we've all made a $1.2 million mistake. And let me give you a quick lesson now. These are the same 2 items. This is a silver eagle. That's a collectible or numismatic coin. And this is the same coin, how it comes directly from the mint. Why do we pay $105 for this one and only $30 from this one? Give an example in cars, something we can all relate to. Let's just say I had 2 1965 vintage Ford Mustangs. One had 300,000 miles, little rust on it, seats kind of busted up, but it still runs. People would still pay a lot of money for it because it's a classic. But what if I had that same car in perfect mint condition and it only had 20,000 miles on it? You would pay a whole lot more for the second one. Well, think about it. The collectible or the numismatic coin would be that same car in perfect mint condition. Now, here's the thing. This is a retail product. So that means you'll find it a little cheaper. You'll find it a little bit more expensive. We pay $105 for it. What if you started back in 1986 when the Silver Eagle first came out and bought 1 a month for your kids, grandkids, whatever the case may be? I buy quite a few of those a month. If you'd have bought 1 a month from 1986 up to now, you would have had about $50,000 out of your pocket in that collection. That same collection is now worth over $1.2 million. Think about it. 50,000 in, 30 years later, 1.2 million. Why is that? Well, the 2012, I bought one of those. I paid 100, it's now worth 150. The 1996 missed that one. I would have only paid 100, it's now worth 6,000. The 1999, God knows, I wish I'd have got that one. I would have only paid 100. It's now worth over $20,000. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a crystal ball, but if history just repeats itself, how many of you know if you're buying these coins like many of our members do every month, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, it's going to be a beautiful thing. And because we know most people have a challenge with savings, the company has an automatic saving. It's like a forced savings plan where you can get a collectible every month that by definition is an asset, and you can just set it aside. And these are the examples. For $105, you'll get that Silver Eagle that we just showed you. And we're doing a state series that makes it even rarer. For $139, the company created its own 1-ounce silver coin, specially made by a mint, only a couple thousand of them. It's a state series, but it does either an animal or an insect. And it's only a couple thousand of them made every month. Ladies and gentlemen, these coins will be something worth it. You definitely want to get one of those. And for those of you that just love the gold coins for a little over $300, you can either get a 10th ounce gold coin or an extremely rare 1-ounce silver coin. There's no way you can lose. You can buy several of them. You can buy all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, you can shop till you drop. There's no way you lose in this. you're getting a product that will always have value, and it's something you can't say about a lot of the product-driven companies out there. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, they just introduced us about 6 months ago to a game changer on what is called a sound money wallet. Now think about it. If you've been in the networking before, you're familiar with an electronic wallet. But I want you to imagine a Venmo system that allows you to send cash, silver, and gold member to member. Imagine a Cash App or a Zelle that now I can send silver and gold to the people I love. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Once you're in this system, now with the click of a button, you're turning your cash into gold or your gold back to cash. With the click of a button, you're turning cash to silver or silver back to cash. And with the simple click of a button, I now can go member to member for free, gold, silver, as well as cash. See, to understand the magnitude of this system, Bill Gates put it best. He said one of the fastest ways to create wealth is to find out what the world wants to do and simply get there first. See, this system is not one of a dozen. It's not one of a five. It's the only one of its kind on the planet. And you get a chance to be able to liquidate your silver and gold with a simple click of a button. I'm telling you, the possibilities are endless. There are many companies that are clamoring to get access to the system, but you can only do it by being a member. In addition to that, the icing on the cake, you're buying those collectible coins every month. They're going to give you this rewards program where you got 800,000 ways to save. Hotels, rental cars, dream vacation packages. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, retail establishment, restaurants, I'm saving right now $200 to $300 a month, taking my kids to where they always was going to Burger King and stuff all the time anyway. So now I get a chance to save money on it. I'm telling you, the possibilities are endless. And that getaway allows us, many of our members, to travel all across the globe and take advantage of the savings. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, these people know how to work hard and play hard. Next month, a few hundred of us qualified to go to Cancun in an all-inclusive 5-star resort. I'm telling you, this is the place to be. Now let's talk about the other part of our business, what many people really love. I'm going to turn to some of you guys' favorite radio station, WIIFM, what's in it for me. Now let's talk about how do we get paid. Now keep in mind, we have a dual team system. That means everybody has to build 2 teams. And they don't pay you a commission for signing people up. They give you points that will turn into dollars. Here's how it works. Once you bring on your first 2 people, place one on team 1, one on team 2, you now start accumulating points. And any combination of 500 points on one team and 500 on the other, this company will pay you a $500 commission. So for those of you that are used to getting a $50 cycle check, $75 cycle checks, when we get our cycle check, it's $500, ladies and gentlemen. That's a real check. So how do I get those points? Here's how it works. When I sign up a membership, and when that membership renews the next year, I get 50 to 150 points. Every single time either you or someone on your team buys those cool collectible coins, the coins of the month, they will come with 15 or 30 points. And every single month, no matter what position you come in with, they're going to give you access to very rare coin sales. We call them coin drops. That means only 10,000 of them in the world exist. You get a chance to get one. Only 500 of them in the world. You get a chance to add one to your portfolio. They all come with points. And with each one of the packages, you get an e-commerce site where you can send out your link, your individual link, to everybody that you know. They can buy everything you buy with a slight retail markup. When they check out, not only will the company split a right now commission with you, but if they buy anything on your site that has points, those points will go to future dollars. So what is my income potential? I'm glad you asked. When you sign up just your first 2 people, you're what is called a qualified associate. As an associate, you can earn up to $500 on a weekly basis. There have been thousands of people now going on our 5th year that have reached that rank, and I have quite a few on my team that do that every 7 days. If you sign up for doing more than that, duplicate your success, you're promoted to a copper. As a copper, you can earn up to $1,000 on a weekly basis. And for those of you that think, hey, I've signed up to do more than that, I want to walk away from what I'm doing, duplicate your success. Help a person on your left and on your right to do what you just did. Now you're promoted to a bronze. As a bronze, you can earn up to $2,000 on a weekly basis. And for those of you who believe you are that cream that has to rise to the top, continue to climb this ladder. You want to focus on what is called a silver. As a silver, you now unlock the ability to earn up to $3,500 on a weekly basis. Many of our silvers, ladies and gentlemen, 90% of them, I would say, no longer punch a clock. And the company thanks so much of this position. They said if you get it done in 90 days or less, they're going to reward you with a 100-ounce silver bar, similar to the one I have in my hand. I'm telling you the possibilities of interest. But if you believe in the adage that if you didn't come from a wealthy family, then it's your responsibility and it's my responsibility to make sure that a wealthy family comes from me, then you want to focus on these next three positions of gold, executive, and presidential gold. At these levels, you're earning up to $7,000, $10,000, up to $12,500 on a weekly basis. And for those of you tonight who think you got invited too late to the party, relax. Although we've just started our 5th year of operation, we've only had this enhanced part of the compensation plan for less than a year and a half. That's only 18 individuals that'll reach the rank of gold, 4 executive goals. So there's plenty of room at the top. And before we end the Zoom tonight, I want you to hear from one of the gentlemen that came on board now less than 6 months ago, has built an organization of over 5,000 reps and reached gold at the time in record time in less than 30 days. And I have no doubt will be one of the top earners in our company for many years to come. Mr. Ricardo Hamilton, I don't know if you were able to pull him over, Melvin. Mr. Ricardo Hamilton, if you would unmute yourself, I'd like for you to share a portion of your story.
Let me see if I can find him.
He texted me and said he was on. Ricardo Hamilton.
Let me pull him out here.
And there's another gentleman, I don't know if he's jumped on as well, Mr. Ron Austin. You see him down in there?
Let's see.
And there's over 100 folks on this Zoom tonight.
I pull him
Just
out.
type the name, Melvin. You get faster in the search. Just type it. Whatever
Yeah,
you say.
Or raise your hand, Ricardo. Maybe see.
Ricardo.
If he speaks, he'll pop up as well.
This brother hails from the Baltimore, DC area.
Let's see, I got him here.
We able to find him, Melvin?
I got Rick Thomas. He has his name in here. Let me see.
Ricardo Hamilton.
RIC.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't see Ricardo Hamilton. It's his name showing. Let me make sure his name is showing. I saw him pop in here earlier, but I lost him. Let's see. Ricardo, if you're here, raise your hand. I can see. Let me see if I can unmute everyone. No, I don't want to do that. But Ricardo, if you're here, raise your hand. I'm looking in alphabetical order, and I put in your name, but I didn't see you come up. What's the other gentleman? I can pull him out as well while we're getting Ricardo.
And also the co-founder, Mr. Josh Anderson. If you see him, maybe you can pull him over right now.
Yes, sir. Looking for Josh Anderson. Here we go.
Because somebody just raised their hand.
Okay, let me see if I can find him.
Somebody got their hand raised right now, right there.
Okay, that's one of the co-founders, Mr. Josh Anderson. Let's hear from him. Let's see if we can pull up Ricardo later. Gentlemen, this is one of the 4 gentlemen that founded the company. If there ever was such a thing as somebody being raised up in network marketing, this gentleman, his mom was actually one of the writer of one of the largest, the compensation plan and training material, one of the largest network marketing companies of all time, billion-dollar company. His grandfather was actually the first rep in that company. And this gentleman got involved in the space at 18 years old. He's built million-dollar businesses, and he's also been the CEO, co-founders of several different networking companies. The co-founder of 7K Metal, Mr. Josh Anderson. Take it away, sir.
Hey, thank you, Tony. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Take it away.
Excellent. Hey, it's a privilege to be here tonight. Apologize, I'm stuck in a dark parking lot in a pickup, but I want to say welcome to everyone that's taking a look at 7K Metals. One of the beautiful things that we're doing here, right? We started this company off on just a couple of simple philosophies. And I love that we've been able to stay true to them. Number one, we started the 7K Metals with these 2 principles in mind. Number one, how can we get gold and silver in the hands of the people who have never owned it before? How can we do that, right? What kind of model can we build that we can take the gold and silver of this earth and get it all out of the hands of the rich and the wealthy and the bankers and the wealthiest families? And how can we get it in the hands of the people? Because gold and silver in the hands of the people is real power. Second, all four of the co-founders have spent their entire adult lives in the space of the MLM world, home-based businesses. And when we started this entity, we said we have to do it different. We have to build something that's built first and foremost around the idea of how can we benefit the non-professional networker, the person that really has the dream, that really wants to be successful and needs a vehicle to do it. When that's the premise and that's how it starts, you can build a compensation plan that actually works for those people. Those $500 commissions are real, and thousands of people get them on a weekly basis. And when you couple that with the ability to send someone real, tangible assets, gold and silver. Now, I don't say this, I don't say this to be rude or to downplay the industry, and I say this meaning what I'm about to say, knowing full well that ourselves, all four co-founders, made their fortunes in the MLM space selling these other products. But at the end of the day, we're not asking you to buy more face cream, more weight loss products, more vitamins, more energy shots, more water filters that you may or may not need. No, we're asking you to preserve your wealth, to put aside some gold and silver for the future, and to do it in an environment where you can, if you so choose, refer other people and make a commission. And so it's really that simple. It's a simple model. I can tell you this, the gentlemen that you have on this call tonight are some of our greatest leaders in the company. Tony's been with us since the inception of the company. He was one of the very first golds in the entire company. He's probably helped more people become silver and gold in this company than anyone, probably 10-to-1 ratio. And for that, we're extremely grateful. This gentleman they're trying to pull over, Ricardo Hamilton, it's been so fun to watch him make gold in less than 30 days and max out the comp plan almost every single week and making serious commissions. And it's just, you're in the right place with the right leadership team, with the right individuals. If you saw something tonight that you think you can take advantage of, that you can improve your family and your friends and families, I would encourage you to get involved with this. And really is something powerful to put gold and silver in your own hands, protect your own financial future, and be able to earn a commission while doing it. So, Tony, I look forward to meeting all of these folks you got on here tonight in person as soon as we get some of this COVID stuff all behind us.
All right, appreciate it, Josh, man. Appreciate you jumping on. I know you're extremely busy, but definitely hats off, and looking forward to seeing you in Cancun in a couple of weeks, man. All right, guys. So again, you heard from one of the co-founders. I don't know if we were able to get Ricardo or Mr. Ron Austin. Did you see either one of those? If not, ladies and gentlemen, were you able to get any of those, Melvin? Ron Austin or Ricardo Hamilton?
I didn't see Ricardo. Let me see if I can pluck out Mr. Ron.
Just have him raise the hand. If not, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. And if we see them later on down the line, we can let them share their testimony. I wanted to bring over those two gentlemen, especially because they've both been on board less than a year's time, and they've already created, an environment where they're on pace to do a six-figure, but they've helped a lot of other people do the very same thing. And so that being said, ladies and gentlemen, when just to sum up all the benefits you get from being a part of this amazing company, not only are you in position to earn a commission as well as a passive residual income. Every single month, you get a coin that by definition is an asset. You get the advantage. You get access to very rare coins. You got the sound money wallet. You got the write-off because it's a home-based business. I mean, for those of you, your 401k is dropped down to a 40K, there's a way that we can back that with gold. They have a healthcare program. So those who want to go full-time and don't have to worry about your healthcare, ladies and gentlemen, you can get a very affordable healthcare through Aetna by being a part of this company. You get a chance, and probably the biggest advantage, to buy gold and silver at the best price based upon what you can afford. So the question is now, are you ready to change your life? Here's the bottom line. There's two ways to get started. Our standard is only $199 a year, and our premium is only $499 a year. Here's what you're going to receive. With both of those packages, you get a chance to buy gold and silver at the best price. You get access to the buyer certification, collector's training. But with the standard, ladies and gentlemen, for the first 3 months, it's going to be free. You'll get what we call technology credits. That means you get access to an amazing website with 14 different reports. You get an e-commerce site where you can send it out to people that want to test the waters, feel the bricks, and you'll get the recruiting app that has 20-something resources that most of that can be tracked. You'll get your first collectible coin, and you get access to the sound money wallet. But if you want the most bang for the buck, and you plan on building a business, premium is the only way to go, because it's only $499 a year. But with that one, you're going to get an extremely rare silver coin, similar to this Black Panther coin I have here. I paid $135 for this coin. It's now worth over $1,000 because of the death of the actor. Also, you'll get your first 1-ounce bullion coin, the silver coin. So you get a wholesale and a retail product. That technology credit, that's free for you the whole year. That's $120 value. You get your first set of business cards, wealth strategy booklets, and the sound money wallet. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a position to do so, that's where you want to get started. And so just to wrap everything up, ask yourself the question, how would it feel to know you really had control of your financial future? I know for a fact an extra $500 to $1,000 would have stopped most bankruptcies last year alone. And to be in a position where you have time and money together to spend it with the people that you love. So do us a favor tonight. Go ahead and grab yourself a membership. Join us on this journey to go out there and change the world. Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, the ball is in your court. And all you have to do now is just make a decision. And I think Dr. Benjamin Mays said it best. He said, I only have a minute. And that's only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. I didn't seek it, nor did I choose it. But you know what? It's up to me to use it. I'm going to suffer if I abuse it, give an account if I lose it. It's a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. Just make a decision. It's okay. Here's what I know to be true. No decision has always been a decision. Every time I share this information, there's always two types of individuals dialing into a Zoom like this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You're on here tonight. Person number one, say, you know what? I like what I hear. Really not into that networking stuff, but I have been looking for a place to buy gold and silver. And if I'm going to get it, might as well get it at the best price. I say, great. Make sure you get back with the person and invite you to the Zoom. Let's show you how simple it is to sign up. And you, my friend, can start purchasing gold and silver on your own free website starting tonight. Person number two, you like I was. When I found out not only could I buy the precious metals at member direct pricing, I could earn income and help others do the same. Well, this quickly became a no-brainer to me. You see, being a student of the industry, here's what I knew to be true. There are thousands of companies out there in the network marketing space. And you know what? They all make money, but they don't all necessarily make sense. And here's what I mean by that. You see, it never made sense to me to pay 3 to 5 times the price for a product or a service that I can literally go to Walmart, get the exact same thing for a fraction of the cost. That just never made sense to me. But it always made sense owning a tangible asset. You're talking this stuff here, gold and silver, showing up in your mailbox every month at member direct pricing, something that will always have value, and earning commissions on top of that. That always made sense to me. So do me a favor tonight, put a 2 in the chat if the information you've heard so far just make sense. Well, to wrap it up tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want to say with you. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever been like myself, or if you're that person, or maybe you know somebody that became successful in life because they were at the right place at the right time, and then they seized the opportunity. Put a 1 in the chat if you're that person, or maybe you know somebody that was like that. They were at the right place at the right time, and they seized the opportunity. Well, here's the ironic thing about that. Most of the time when you're there, you don't know it. And let me share that with you. See, about 40 years ago, there were 2 nerdy guys that dropped out of Harvard because they answered an ad that would pay an insane amount of money if they just found a way to make two computers talk. Now, folks laughed at them when they went out there in New Mexico Valley to start working on that social experiment. But how many know nobody's laughing at Mr. Bill Gates and Paul Allen today? I'm 56 years old. I was around back then. But you know what? I didn't get that phone call. But what about 18 years ago? I'm pretty sure every last one of us was around back then. There was another nerdy guy that invited 5 people to his dorm room to talk about a social media experiment. And guess what? Only 2 of those 5 showed up. Put a 2 in the chat if you ever invited somebody to something that could change their life and not everybody showed up. Nobody took it serious. Well, the 2 people that showed up in that dorm room, one is worth 16.3 billion, the other's worth 10.6 billion. Guess what? Every last one of us was around back then. But I'm pretty sure none of us got that phone call. Well, if you're on here tonight, somebody loved you enough. Somebody respected you enough to give you that phone call. And mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that was been over 100 people on this Zoom tonight. For those of you that know my man, you know he's a real guy. And you know that he believes in going to the top. Now, before he introduces to the several thousand people that he knows, you guys get a chance to be the first ones to come on board. Mark my words. When you look at all the amenities that are already on the table, the fact that our product is not as good as gold, but it's literally silver and gold, and now people can get paid up to $12,500 on a weekly basis. 7K Metals, we're the best kept secret out there, ladies and gentlemen. But a year from now, 2 years from now, this company is going to be a household name. So make sure you get back with the person that invited you to the Zoom. And always remember, life is not about waiting for the rain to stop. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. God bless. Back to my man, Caujuan.
Appreciate you. That was awesome. And I already got people already hit me in the on Facebook. They're like, send me a link. Just give me a link. I'm in. I'm going premium. So it's already been hitting. Let's answer some of these questions. I see some questions in the chat. So let me go through those, make sure we don't leave nobody out. So it says, let me go through here real fast. Make sure we don't leave nobody, get everything awesome. But where are the everyday man and women will be keeping? No, that's something else. Can't even get tires or wheels. So most people in agreement. Most people, I know I've seen some all right, here we go. How many people are points in each leg to reach each level? Unmute.
Great question. To reach the first level, you got to personally sponsor 1 on the left and 1 on the right. The next level, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. The next level, 3 and 3. Silver is 5 and 5. Gold is 8 and 8. Executive gold is 10 and 10, and presidential gold is 14 and 14. Now that's the minimum qualification on how many people you have to personally sponsor, and then you got to help at least a leader on both sides hit the same rank you rank, and then you rank advanced.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that a little bit so they realize that it ain't gonna just be about Caujuan going straight to the top and then leaving everybody at the bottom. So speak about how, in order for me to hit some of these higher levels, what I'm gonna actually have to do.
100%. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, right now, I'm the #1 recruiter in the company. I think Caujuan's going to change that pretty quick. I personally brought on 170 some people, but that doesn't necessarily make you at the top of the company. Part of the qualification, you have to personally sponsor so many people, but then you got to help at least 1 leader on the left and 1 on the right to duplicate what you just did. Okay. So if Caujuan sponsored everybody, he wouldn't make it to the top of the company. He could just make $500 a week. So you got to develop to go copper. You have to become an associate, and you got to help a person on your left that you brought on board and a person on your right that you brought on board to do what you just did. Now you become a cop. Bronze, same way. And one of the things I love about this compensation plan, guys, is this. It goes right in line with one of my early mentors, Mr. Zig Ziglar, who said you can have everything you want out of life if you simply help enough other people get what they want out of life. Because the only way you're going to maximize this comp plan You've got to help people on your left and your right have your same level of success. And I love that. Back to you, my brother.
Yep. So that right there lets you know that there's no just taking off. I mean, I have to help you guys, even when I don't want to. I have to. So it's no want to. But like I said, that's the beauty in this. And the same thing with you. You're going to be helping your team the same way because you're going to be having ambition. You might already have the points to rank up. You might be looking like, oh man, I'm already qualified. I already got my people, but I ain't ranked up yet. Okay, who need help? Oh, okay, I see. Melvin just need like one person. Or I see Rob just need a couple. Okay, let's do it. Let's get to work. And just like before, we're going to be able to do the same thing we did in the other companies. If you notice, I've only been picking companies lately where I can actually help the team, where I don't have to get all the personals, okay? I only need a certain amount of personals, and after that, all the rest go to you guys. I mean, to max out this comp plan as far as being qualified, you only need 14 personals, on each side, right? Well, I believe 14 on each side. Yeah, that's the highest, okay? It's not a lot of people, guys. I do that in one day, in most cases. So that right there lets you see that we can sit there now and give all the rest of the people to you guys. I get your personal links. Everything's real simple. Left, right, straight down.
Hey, Caujuan, I want to point out something that I got on my Facebook page too, because my thing is going off too. So, and person was in. I think they couldn't get back in. So the question was, and Tony, he can be here to verify. This is a binary, folks. So if you meet your qualifications, and Tony can correct me if I'm wrong, any volume that is brought in can count towards your cycling. So let me just make this clear. If you really want to bless somebody, and I looked at this comp plan up and down, I'm not experiencing it like Tony, but I broke it apart. And one thing that I fell in love with is this. If you want to bless somebody, you put your on in, okay? And if somebody comes in, or like I bring in Joe or Jackie or whatever, that all that volume that Caujuan brings in, all that volume that I bring in, all that volume that people bring in, that counts towards your cycling in the binary because you got two legs. So I don't want you guys to think, oh my God, I got to get all this. Folks, the volume is a team volume. It's the team volume. So that means this. If somebody comes in at the bottom of my leg or the bottom of Caujuan's leg, if I go out here tomorrow and you're already positioned, Caujuan goes out here tomorrow, and I know both of us how we work. We go out here tomorrow and we get a whole bunch of volume. Do you know that volume counts towards your requirements? That counts towards your getting your cycle. Did you guys know that? So you need one on the left, one on the right. And like Caujuan said, 14 people on each side, 28 people maxes out the compensation plan. Tony maxed out the compensation plan almost 4 times. Tony maxed out the compensation plan 4 times. So with that said, folks, I want you to really pay attention to this. You do not have to go out and you don't have to sell. As you know, Caujuan and I, we're going to create automated things for you. We want to do presentations. We have Tony, who's at the top of the leg to guide us. And we're going to bring in a fresh look. We're going to bring in a fresh take on this. And so here's what we really want to say. And again, I got Tony right here to make sure I'm correct. All you have to do, folks, is get in here. And I'm going to say this. Caujuan, and I'm looking at this and I'm just going to be real. We go out here and we spend money. Do you know the definition of spend? It means to exhaust. It means to use up. When was the last time you bought something that had value? So folks, you're not buying gold or silver. You're turning your money into something more valuable because right now your money is losing value by the day. So with that said, folks, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to show this to the world. I know Caujuan is, a few other people on here are going to show this to the world. If you make a decision to get in tonight, if you wait, if you blink, I'm trying to tell you, this volume is going to be yours, ours. So nobody gets left out. And I just want to make that point stress because I got a few questions on this. Do I have to bring in all the volume? No. The volume is going to come with everyone. We share the volume. So Tony, just let me know if I said anything incorrectly.
No, you're 100%. I mean, all you're doing is exchanging fiat, something that ain't backed by nothing. So you got to realize, ladies and gentlemen, for almost 50 years, ever since Nixon took us off the gold standard, people have bamboozled to think this is money. This is currency. Currency means something that's circulated by force. This is only money as long as the government tells you that it is, until the day they tell you that it ain't. Gold and silver has been money for over 10,000 years. So whenever economies fail, they go back to this stuff here. And that's why we're educating people You need to have this right now.
And also, like we were saying, there's a lot of moving parts to this, you know, like we kind of brushed over some things a little bit. We're going to retouch into them, reinnovate them in some other webinars. I see someone asking, are we going to have another Zoom call? Absolutely. We're about to go on a blitz. So we're going to be having a lot of different Zoom calls. We're going to have a lot of different things going on. I'm going to be giving away gold and silver next week. I wanted to do it this week, but I got my account kind of late. So I didn't have time to really, do what I need to do. But once I got stuff in my Sound Money wallet, it's over. I'm about to be doing all types of giveaways every week, probably begin with $100 worth of silver every week, and all that. Like we're gonna make this thing do what it do. Another thing that I want to stress upon that's real nice. I like, let's say somebody on the team got like they need to do their points. Well, a couple things. Your auto ship, okay, first of all, remember it's a yearly thing. So your auto save is the only thing you're paid, and that's by choice. You don't have to do that. You can just go buy gold and silver as you please. But let's say you do the auto ship, which I highly recommend because it keeps you on point and it makes sure that you're actually accumulating gold and silver. So let's say yours is at the first of the month. It's always at the first. But this month came and it was Christmas. Something was going on. You just ain't got the money this time. Normally, it's a burden, it's a situation. You might even quit. Like, I just can't pay this month, Warren. But you don't really have to do that here because they have periods where they actually bill you, like a one on the first. I think that one was the 8th, if I remember, the 15th. All right, and then the 20th. All right.
First and 26.
There you go. So you got all those different days to hit it. You didn't get on the first, no worries. You got it on the 8th. You get that, you got on the 20th. You see what I'm saying? So you got all these different ones. Another thing that I like, this is what I really like, you ain't got to worry about dead weight holding you back. So let me tell you what I mean by that. Let's say Melvin was highly excited in the beginning. You know how it happens to a lot of us. So when he came in the beginning, he went kind of hard. He introduced it to a few people. He bought some gold and stuff. So he got some points back there. He got like 1,000 points back there. But for some reason, at that point, he didn't do anything else. And so he's about to go inactive. Okay. So when they go inactive, you're gonna lose those points. You can be back, and if you lose those points, those are your points, right? So it's a chain reaction. Well, what you can do is out of your own back office, you even got to talk to Melvin. You can go back there and say, "Oh man, Melvin's about to let his stuff expire. You know what? I got it." You can go back there, buy a coin, boom, it puts his points back up. Melvin's back active. Melvin's happy. Woo! Good looking out, Caujuan. You looked me up. But hold on, Melvin, you ain't getting the coin though. I got you back in the game, but I'm gonna need to get that coin, because I paid. And you can actually redirect that coin to yourself. Or any product back there. Maybe you want to get a coin holder. There's things we need anyways. So I won't have a problem saying, Mal, say, man, it's a bad month. I can't pay. Don't worry about it. I got you. Remember, we don't pay no membership. It's yearly. So that part's already taken care of. To be able to go to the exchange and pay, that's a one-time fee a year. So you're good. The part that you'll be paying is your auto ship. And even that could be changed at any given time. Let's say you had the big auto ship where you was like $300, you're getting gold and silver each month. Because for $300, you get gold and silver. All right, or either one. So let's say you was getting that, and then one might say, look, I only want to do the 3 this month. It's a little rough. You can switch it over. As long as you do it right before your auto ship come, instantly switched over. Also, last but not least, let's say, look, man, you know what? I love everything that's going on, but I don't want to do the MLM thing. I just don't want to recruit. I don't want to do any of that. But I do see the benefit in having precious metal. Well, guess what? This could become your e-com store now. All of us get an actual store. Look, just like the website, you can send somebody to it. They can buy their gold, they can buy their silver, and then boom, you still get points for that as well. And you're getting a kickback. So now you can give it to certain people that say, look, I just want to buy silver. I don't want to be attached to anything. I don't want to do no yearly. They don't have to do no yearly, none of that. They're just buying silver and they'll get it at price. They'll get the best price when they do that because we got the best prices. You just won't be getting those exclusives and all that, but they'll be able to get, well, can they get the exclusive coins still, Tony? I don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay, they still can't get those. So no losing. So look at all these different moving parts, all these different ways for us to get it. It's no way we're going to lose. And at the end of the day, never say what you're paying into because what you're doing is getting rid of trading a depreciating currency or, asset for a rising one. Nothing more, nothing less. The same way you put money into crypto and stocks and all that. The only difference is, unlike crypto, up and down. Oh man, today is woo, tomorrow, today chicken, tomorrow feathers. So instead of that happening to you, you know what I mean? Now you get to say, nah, this is going up. This has been going up in time. And you let this sit for 5 years, 10 years. I mean, what else you gonna do with that 130? Leave it in the bank? It ain't making no money in the bank. $3.33 a day, a little bit over that. I mean, it ain't making you no money out. Let it sit in there and do this in time. And then this is something you can cash out later or will to your kids, you know what I mean? Pass down to family. I mean, think about it. And then teach this to your family and then pass it on, let them keep it going. So that's, I'm done. I digress.
Yep. So, and just guys, thank you, Uncle. And like I said, thank you, Tony, for coming in. Tony, I'm gonna end up meeting you. It's my first time meeting Tony, but the information you gave was absolutely phenomenal. It was absolutely, just if you were asleep, it was good to go. So hold on, Quan, guys, say something. Go ahead, Quan.
Questions.
Yeah, I see a question from AJ. So it says, it's a good question. He said, where will the everyday men and women keep their bullions? So great question. That's the Sound Money wallet that we was talking about that you heard we were speaking on. You can actually keep it there, or you can keep it in your own safe deposit box. But for the everyday people, like you want to hold it physical. I'm a physical type person. I want to see my own stuff. I don't want to sit and, I'll leave a little bit in the wallet so I can move some things around. But for the most part, I want my stuff right here. I'll put it in my own safe. I got a nice safe. I'll put it in mine. But again, you can put it in your safe. You can put it in a safe deposit box. Or you can actually leave in your Sound Money. And can you tell them how much they can actually keep in the Sound Money wallet without having to pay anything?
Absolutely. Now what we recommend is that, again, a lot of those questions will be answered when you go into your buyer certification collectors training. We have recommendations, but most people, they get a safe and they keep it at their house. But if you're only comfortable at keeping a certain amount of your house, you can actually have it. You can be kept in your Sound Money wallet or we have a private vault at the corporate office. Okay. Now this is fortified just like a regular bank vault, but 24-hour security, and the gold and silver that's kept in there is insured by the Lloyd's of London. And just because you're a member, they'll let you keep $25,000 combination of gold and silver for free. Okay, so we'll keep that $25,000 of that for free. After that, it's you have to pay a storage fee of 0.5% over the course of a year, but they bill it to you every month. So, but $25,000 is free for any member just because you're a member. And if you don't want your coin to come every month, you can keep up to 57 of the collectible coins there for free, and then just say I want to send it out, and they'll ship them to you. So, again, whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, most of us, we take ownership of it, but I keep some in that vault, and like again, it's insured by the Lloyd's of London. There's no way you can go wrong.
Here goes another benefit. I'm glad I'm starting to remember some of these things. See, I told you there's a lot of moving parts here, but you also get action at being able to save on travel. Okay, you're going to be able to trade on that, and what you're also going to be able to do, which I really like, also is you're going to be able to dang, I just had it. What was the other one? Save on travel was another benefit. Oh, yeah. We all marketers. So we all marketers. All of us is on these Zooms every day. Every day. All right. So some of us got accounts because you see today we went over 100. So if we would have had a basic account, we would after we went to 100, we got capped off. Now I can tell you from experience right now that if you got anything over that 100, you about to be paying. Okay. Like I think DePaul and Melvin paying $150 for a 300 person or 500 person account, it gets up there. Okay. Well, when you're part of this company, you actually get a 500 seat Zoom account for just $12.99 a month. $12.90. That right there already paid for your thing right there. Like if you got an account up with Zoom right now and you paying the big beefy one, then you already offset. So see, we offsetting one for another, but just getting a lot more value. So I'm about to take advantage of that. $12, it's a no-brainer. Matter of fact, I got a lot of money, and I got discouraged when I saw the price of the 500 room thing. I looked in there, I was like, maybe not today. You know what I mean? True, I second guessed it. So $12.99, not second guess it at all. So, and if you already have an account, you don't have to change anything. Everything just switches right over. Everything just merged. You're good. And the only thing changes is how much you're paying monthly. So there go another benefit. It says,
Yes, sir.
When will be the next call? The next call to show someone this opportunity. This one's being recorded, so you'll definitely be able to share this one. And we're also going to be doing these calls probably like every day. You know what I mean? Like we're going to make it happen. So just invite your people. We'll make them fresh. You know how we do. We're not going to have the same presentation every time. So it starts to get stale and old. We're going to make it fresh and put our spin on it and, give it that flavor that we always do, make it elite. AJ, you would store. Oh, okay. Somebody answered. Thank you, Lynette. Can you buy the 199 and upgrade
Yes, within the first 30 days.
within the first 30 days? And I think I see another one that said, do you earn from both? And yep.
Yes, yeah, you can max the comp plan out at either one of them. Okay.
Standard packet. Oh, Lynette on it. I appreciate you, Lynette. I see you in there answering these questions.
Knows it.
My birthday, you can, but it's a challenge. I will come on at the $4.99. Good looking out. I see everybody in there being pretty helpful up in there. So like Larry said, can you? But I would come in at the $4.99, and you said I would too. I mean, you're getting two. Just the fact you're getting 2 coins. Here we go, right here, $4.99, right? After 3 months on the $1.99, after 3 months, it starts to charge you $10 for I forgot what they call it.
Technology credits.
There you go, technology credits. And we'll get more into that, but just know you're paying $10, which is going to come out to be about $90 more on top of the $1.99. Now, this would make me make it make sense. I was like, well, it's still cheaper though than the $4.99. So again, what's the major benefit? 2 coins instead of 1 coin. Value a 70, not a 69. Okay, so that means that is the highest grade coin you can get. 69, a little bit below grade. You know what the difference in that is? $200 between $200 coin and $150 a coin. So you see the difference, or $100 a coin versus $200 a coin. So basically, you're getting 2 coins roughly valued at $200. So I was like, well, wait a minute, that's 400 plus the 90. Okay, well, it makes sense then. You see what I'm saying? Because they're giving you a lot more value. And hey, man, I'm trying to get as many coins I can get. There's no certainties in our fiat dollar, but we do know there's certainty in precious metals. Because history will always dictate the future. You know, the past will always dictate the future. How does the upgrade process work?
Just call in the customer service, tell them you want to upgrade, and they'll walk you through it. Okay. They'll take it, but they have to do it. So,
okay, it's another good question. Is this available in all countries or just the U.S.?
We just opened up our 6th country last night. We're in the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia. We just opened up New Zealand yesterday, and we're in Singapore.
Leanne in the game. Leanne was just asking too. She was like, "Man, I can't use my address." Good stuff.
So United States, huh?
I've just signed up using a USA address. Can I change it back to a New Zealand? Because it wouldn't let me do the New Zealand address.
Yeah, we're in New Zealand. But are you in New Zealand or are you in the US?
I'm in New Zealand.
Okay, because we ship there now, and we
it didn't come up in the drop down.
We just opened up actually yesterday. But like I said, and we're in pre-launch there, which means that in pre-launch the shipping is a little bit slower, but eventually the goal is to have the same model in every country that we have in the US, meaning we'll have brick and mortar in that country, so we'll be able to ship from that country to the residents of that country, so that everybody will eventually have 2 to 3 day shipping FedEx like we have here. Okay, because like in the US and Canada, once you pay for it and we ship it 2 to 3 days, it's in your doorstep. Okay, eventually it'll be that way in every country, but right now, United States, Canada, UK, Australia, just opened up New Zealand, and a few months ago we did Singapore.
Nice.
All right. Did we get everybody's questions answered? While Tony's here, and again, thank you so much, Tony, for being so helpful, and thank you, Caujuan, for putting this together. And again, you guys, we're going to move on this exactly like a team. And so, if you have any other questions, get back to the person who invited you. If they invited you here, make sure you grab their link. Make sure you sign up with them. And everyone is we're going to do this as a team. So again, if you want to come in as a customer, you can. And Tony, I believe if they want to do the business side, what is it, only $10 a month to do the business side to get your own store?
No. I mean, when you do the $199 or the $4.99, you got your own site for the whole year.
Oh wow!
But
okay.
The $10 is just for the extra, like the app, the recruiting app, the e-commerce site, and everything else. Okay. So, but if you just want to buy gold and silver and you don't want to participate in anything else, that's $199 a year.
But
What
anybody that
about
wants
if you
to
share?
plan-
He's saying like if you share that site and people buy from it, you have to do the $10.
Yeah, but the e-commerce site is free for the first 3 months. If you want to
Okay.
continue to use that, that's where the extra $10 a month comes in at the $199.
But at the $4.99 is not. That's
$499, that's free for the whole year. There's no
See,
extra
that's
fees
your-
on the $499.
That's your difference, folks. Right there is your, and with this extra gold bullion. So if you look at this, it's like having a whole coin shop. I mean, if you had to get a coin shop right now to sell your gold and silver, with $150,000 a year, you got to pay employees, you got to pay liability, blah blah blah. So for $10, so just $10, you guys are in business for a store. So $4.99 is it's a good price.
All right, it says, do personal referrals have the option to be manually placed, or does everyone get auto placed somewhere in the downline? No, you got 30.
36, you got 36 hours. When you sign somebody up, they go into a holding tank.
Mhm.
And you determine where you're gonna place them at, and they don't have to be pulled out in the same order they came in. Okay, you put them in the tank, but you got 36 hours to pull them out of the tank. If not, the computer will automatically place them on whichever side has the least amount of points. It will put them on that side. Okay, now all of that applies up until Saturday night, up until Saturday. On Saturday, at Saturday midnight Mountain Time, it empties everybody's tank. So on Saturday, you no longer have the 36 hours. You got to place them before midnight Mountain Time, or the computer will place them for you. Okay. But other than that, Sunday through Friday, you got 36 hours to pull somebody out of the tank, or the computer will place them for you.
Is there a different fee to recruit?
No.
No.
We set a different fee. What do you mean?
Remember, you only pay one time. So
Right, once a year.
yeah, the only thing that you pay monthly for is if you want to do the auto ship to get those coins in and get the points, and you know what I'm saying? That's it. But if you would say, hey, look, I'm paying so I can get the lowest price, and you can still be recruiting all that and build the same way. One has nothing to do with the other, which is another sweet thing about it. Like I said, you can hit, but 1 month you might say, you know, this month I just can't do no auto ship this month. Like this ain't the one. This month I had some things come up, my daughter's birthday or something. Then that month you don't do it. You know what I mean? And then next month you come right back in, because you can best believe if I see you got them points, something like that, I'm about to hit them points. But like I said, that coin coming to me.
Somebody said, how much is auto ship? You got 3 options: 105 for the Silver Eagle. Okay, 139 for the variety, like this coin, like this, and 309 for the gold option. You want a gold collectible coin. So those are your
If
3
they don't
options.
give you the gold, if it's a month where they can't give you the gold, then they're going to give you an extremely rare silver coin.
That is
Both of
correct.
them at the same value. Is there for answers and questions to refer to? All that when you the
Yes.
site is very on point. I had time, just the little bit of time I had to look through it already. I was already impressed. It runs smooth. Everything is just efficient. I was impressed. So yeah, they have all that.
If you guys want to, if anybody comes in tonight, I'll stay up a little extra to do onboarding just to show you guys, like, because I went through it myself too. It's really simple. Actually, you might not even need it. So it's really simple. You get in, you pick a package, you go in and you select your coin. You can choose whatever you want. And then they take you right into a training. The training is very thorough. So you go through that training, like Tony says, there's a training back office is very, very thorough. For any reason, if anyone needs any help, you know, I know this is new for everyone. If you come in tonight, you know, we can schedule, I'll stay up a little bit later. I can schedule maybe something to help anyone with any questions, you know, not to hold Tony up if he wants to, but again, it's really straightforward. When you get your links, so whoever sends you the link, it's just very straightforward. I didn't have any problem signing up. So it was pretty easy.
Yeah, it's very, very easy to sign up. I just signed my wife up. I mean, it was quick. You know what I mean? It was quick.
What about
And that's
moving them out of the holding tank?
Say it
Say
again,
again?
Miss Leanne.
How about moving them out of the holding tank?
Oh
Like
my
I-
God, so simple. Okay, so look,
Very
you know how
simple.
the other company was in, you got to go pull people name, and then it starts to grow these arms all over the place, and you don't know which one you want to put in. You're like, oh my God, do I give it to Melvin? Do I give it to Carlos? Do I give it to Caujuan? Then you give it to Melvin, and Caujuan gets upset. You give it to Caujuan, and Carlos we done with all that. Look, left and right. Go on your back office, left or right. That's it. That's why this is really gotta get in quick, first come, first serve, because it's gonna be like this, left to right, and it's gonna be like boop, 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 boop. And that person that's way up here, oh, he's sitting there like this. And that person that wanted to lag and sit on their hands and say, oh, I'll get you tomorrow, Leanne, and you end up putting boop, 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 boop. Now they way down here, they're gonna be like this. Well, I thought we was working as a team. What happened? I thought we was all gonna get some money. Yeah, it did. The people that jumped in yesterday, they way up there sitting like this. And you way at the bottom sitting like this. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important to get in, man, hit the ground running with us right now.
Yeah, Ms. Lynn, I mean, once you sign somebody up, you'll get an email. And you can either place them left or right from the email, or you log into your back office from your phone or from a computer and go to your profile, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see that person in the tank. And you got two options. Place them left, place them right. That's it.
Yep. Nice.
Good.
Real simple.
If the 30 days have passed, when is the next upgrade period?
There is no next upgrade. You have to wait to the next year.
Next year. You got a whole year at that point. Or you're going to come in again and pay some more. So you don't want to do that. So also you can have 3 accounts legally. You can have one in your business name, one in your social security, under your social security. And what's the third again? Come up with some little stipulation.
Well, actually, you can have 2 businesses and one in your under your social security.
There you go. Ooh, I got 2 businesses too. I can put up under there. That's what's up. All right, and I'm already and you can legally. That's another thing. See, I love these things. These things I normally do these type of things, and they shady. Like, or in other MLM, like, yeah, keep it to yourself. You can't tell the whole world, the field, they'll put you on blast. But you can actually sell an account. Now the company has first right to be able to buy it back first, because they don't want somebody to see a leg with $1 million worth of value, and then they're like, whoa, and then all you gotta do is just hit the other side. And you already come with a team of thousands, and it can put the company in a, like financially. So they have the right to buy that type of account back. But let's say it was an account that had like $4,000 worth of value in one of the legs and had like 20 active members buying gold right now. You wanted that, and that person wanted to sell that account because they was just, they didn't no longer want to build the business. You can legally sell the account and go through corporate, and then they approve it. They go through their board meeting, and if everything's good and all parties is happy, boom. And I mean, you can legally sell it. Like say, oh, I'm selling this account to Melvin for whatever, X amount of dollars. And then Melvin can say, yes, I want to buy Caujuan's account for this account. So that was a way, again, I don't want you guys jumping out there going crazy, but this is just for my builders and people that actually can handle multiple accounts. If you can barely handle one account, then stick with the one. But if you're somebody that like, look, I'm a builder, or I got my wife, then you can definitely open up another account and be strategic with it for the future. Because hey, you never know what it's going to do for legs. If you got another account, that might be something that you can entice, a big leader to come in up under you or something like that, or even a family member, or, who knows, or keep it for yourself and just keep getting going. Simple. All right. So it's the $199 and $499. Is it once a year? The $499 would be once. Oh, no. Yeah. Both of those are. I thought that was the auto ship. Yeah. Both of those are once a year. Yep. What is the weight of the silver and the gold coin?
1 ounce on the silver, and the gold coin for the auto ship is 1/10 of an ounce, because gold is almost $2,000 an ounce, so that's 1/10 of an ounce. So it's worth a couple $100, just how it comes from the mint, but it's worth more if it's in a case and collectible. So all the silver is 1 ounce, and the gold collectible is 1/10 of an ounce, but you can get them all the way up to a whole ounce, which is going to be a couple $1,000.
Okay, send me the link. I'm ready. Oh, got you. Place left or place right. Where's the holding at? The holding is in your back office. When you go on your holding tank, your back office, you'll see it under your profile. Just go to profile and you'll see it.
Go to profile, scroll down, you'll see it. That's the tank.
Oh, we got some helpers in here. I see somebody said it already. Good looking. Appreciate you, Dinette. Just so I understand, between the $199 and $499 in regards to the coins, you receive better coins or more if you sign up for the $499, both. Yep. So you said you get 2 instead of 1, and you're getting a higher graded coin. You're getting the highest grade you can get. And you know what's nice too about these coins? Something else. It's everything's back. It's got a serial number on it. So all these is 100% verifiable. If you go to the actual website where they actually grade these coins, and I'm not talking about just for 7K metals, I mean period, where they grade coins. I forgot the name of the company. I'm sure Tony knows it, but that man or company or whoever does that grading, when you type in the serial numbers, your coin will actually pop up. So you can actually verify your coin.
Yeah, see, there's a couple hundred companies out there that grade coins all over the world. 7K Metals only utilize the number 1 and number 2 third-party grading companies in the world. PCGS is based in California. NGC is based in Florida. Those are the only ones we use, and you can go to their website and you can put in the serial number and they'll let you know if it was graded by them. So all that can be tracked.
Which is just more social proof and credibility. All right.
So I can see the people in my holding tank, Caujuan, but I can't see anywhere to place them. But it says that I'm still in your holding tank. Is that what it will be?
Yeah, but that's what I'm about to say. You're not even going to have to do that. All you're going to do, well, you will be able to go to individual and say, go to the left, go to the right, go to the left. You can't do it yet because I haven't took you out yet. So
yeah, he has to place you before you can place anybody.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was still just confused about.
But we got 30 hours. So we're not going to rush. Like, we're going to make sure we do it right. So everybody get placed correctly. We don't have no mistakes later. And like, oh, can I change it? Nope. And then we be in that kind of situation. So we're going to take our time and do it the right way. I signed up with you a few hours ago. Appreciate you, Robert. I did see Robert back. How did you get my thing? Robert was already in there before I even handed the links out. I don't know how he did that. I looked at my back office and already seen Robert Shields in my back office. I was like, how'd you get back here? I didn't even get the link out to nobody. So, hey, wherever 007, James Bond stuff you got going on, hey, I need some of it. I don't know how you got that there. But yep, good stuff. Welcome to the team. Somebody else, let me see. I signed up with you. Boom, boom. Thank you. All right, I think we're good. All right, there's one person right here, and that's it. All right, we good. Jacob, I see, hit me up on Facebook. I'll put it in there. So I don't just be putting the link in here and I don't want somebody else to sign up with me, not paying attention. So so at this point, if you, whoever invited you here, if it was me, just reach out to me right now on Facebook and let's get it in. But if it was anybody else, reach back out, go back to that person and, so that we can go in and start structuring this. Now, again, time is of the essence. This is not the time to lag. Okay. Like I reached out to people personally because I was like, look, like, I don't want to hear nothing later. You know what I mean? So, hey, I'm good, but I'm not Superman. So eventually and it will slow down. And you don't want to be in when it's slowing down. You don't want to be 2017 Bitcoin buyer. You want to be 2008 Bitcoin buyer. If you know what that analogy means, you know what I mean? So I think we're good, guys. That's all I got for you. You guys got anything else, Melvin, Tony?
No, I think that's it. I mean, like I said, we'll get together. We'll do these presentations. We'll put our spin on it. And like I said, folks, I mean, this is really a nice build. It's a team build. So I want to stress again, because I got another questions is, remember, all the volume is going to be shared. So when you have that 500 to the left, 500 to the right, just remember, it's not just your volume, it's team volume. So your team volume can cycle you to $500 a week. So that means if I put somebody in, and let's say Caujuan put somebody in, you're 50 away, and we put that 50 in, that's on your leg, you cycle. So it's a really nice build. So if you want to bless your family, I would be reaching out to family members, get them on here. If you want to bless somebody, they can come in at a particular spot. And, like I said, Joe, John, and Harry could come in behind them and they can be blessed with volume. So this is really, really a good team build. And like Caujuan said, I'll stress this. Caujuan can't move up until we help you guys move up. So, I mean, he could be, if he goes crazy across the board, Caujuan can get himself stuck at associate and he don't want to sit there. So we cannot move up, or he can't move up until a person is matching. So whoever's on your team, they have to move up. So if Caujuan, let's say if Caujuan brings in Robert, right? He brings up Robert to an associate. Robert, you can't even move up higher until you have to help the person down there. So even if you're not at the highest place, and I don't want you to think that placing is it's important, but if you're not the highest place, you got to remember, all of us have to move up in order for everyone to make money. So that means Caujuan, myself, whoever's in, we got to reach down all the way to the bottom of the leg personally. So this is truly a team build. You'll see the difference as I look through this compensation plan. It's awesome.
Here go a good question. What if I come in at a premium, but my other two come in at standard? Is that still a cycle?
Not initially, no, because you got to have 500 points on both sides. But one of the things I didn't mention, because it's a promotion on the table right now, they want people to get that check even faster. So until the end of June, once you bring in your first two people, once you have 250 points on both sides, it'll pay you a $250 commission. So that means you can just sign up 4 people, put two at the $4.99 on the left, 2 at the $4.99 on the right, and make a $250 check.
Oh yeah, let's
So-
let's tell them about the how they can get the ounce of the silver too. I
On a
forgot.
100-ounce bar.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Sean Big
Yeah.
Bertha.
if you hit silver in 90 days or less, they're gonna give you this 100-ounce silver bar. And just so you guys know, that's 54 people on your team if you did it perfectly. And we'll go over that part. We'll send you out graph to kind of show you what you have to do. But I've done it in less than 90 days. I've helped people get it done in 60, 30. The fastest right now is 7 days. I think Caujuan is working on beating that one. 7 days was the fastest of somebody coming in and becoming a silver. But they give you 90 days. So if you hit silver, that means you've made a couple $1,000, and you got to maintain your qualification for at least 45 days afterwards. When I first got this one here, it was worth $1,500. Now it's worth $3,000. So just imagine having this show up. The next convention is going to be in May in Salt Lake City. And so that's where they're going to be giving these out on the stage. I would encourage you guys to get it done. Walk across the stage and imagine taking this home. Big Bertha's undefeated, just so you guys know. Once I slap her on the table, it's a done deal, okay?
That thing sound heavy too. Yeah, that thing.
Woo. So look, just so you guys know, silver is only 5 on the right, 5 on the left. So again, silver is 5 on the right, 5 on the left. That's 10 people. Some of you guys have already done this in our previous company already.
And the
5 on
point
the
you get,
right.
yeah, and the point you get is from people buying. See, that's the thing. We don't have to worry about it. See, this is one of the things where once you start, you're not going to stop. Like, I'm not gonna buy a couple pieces. Oh, I'm done collecting them. Like, no, this is just like people in other spaces. You in crypto, you're addicted, right? You done bought these other coins. You done tried this one. Oh, this new one, that coin. You go take a look at it, because once you get one, you start seeing the bigger picture. You're like, you know what? I need to diversify. I see it now. Well, these coins ain't gonna be no different. You're gonna be getting coins. You know, man, I done did a lot more and got back a lot less for $130. So if that's all it takes. Now, I got multiple ownership going on right now. To be honest with you, I bought one for me. I got one in my wife's name. I got another account that I'm starting up right now. I one in my business. I'm gonna put the other one in mine. So I'm gonna have 3 sets of accounts on ownership right now. Then I'm about to go talk to my auntie and put her in. You know, I know she likes investing. So this is something where I always tell you, I always say, you know, you have a great opportunity, not even good, a great opportunity, if you're willing to pitch it to your mother. This is something I would literally take to my mother, and she was still here, you know, God rest her soul. I would literally be like, Mom, this is what you want. But the next best thing to my mother is my auntie, and that's what I'm about to do. About to go to my auntie right now and say, I got something for you. I had nothing for you before. I couldn't see you marketing. I couldn't see you out here building no teams and big leg. I didn't see you do that. I see you buying gold and silver every single month, and I'm going to bring her in. All right, I think we good, guys. I got a bunch of people ready to go, sign up, and you know, they in my inbox, they tell me send links and all that, so we can go ahead and wrap it up. And you know, any more questions, this is it. It's the last time, so you can unmute yourself, ask your final questions. If we missed something might have got lost in the chat, right now, or forever hold your peace. Awesome. All right, you can wrap it up, Melvin, and then I'll end it.
All right. So, folks, first of all, thank you for getting on. Again, thank you, Mr. Hubbard. Thank you, Mr. Caujuan. And listen, I'm going to say this one time, folks. When you get off the Zoom tonight, what I want you to do is I want you to take a look at your money, at your paper money. I want you to take out a $100 bill. I want you to take out a $1 bill. They weigh exactly the same. Folks, this is fiat currency we have. The longer you keep that money, the more value it loses. When Tony slammed that daggone piece of silver on the table, that is how people weighed value back then. They weighed it. $1 bill and a $100 bill are just notes, folks. So I want you to keep this in mind. You're not buying just silver. You're saving yourself money. I would like to say this: if you're buying the $100 package a month, you're putting $100 a month pretty much in your pockets. You're making yourself richer because you don't have silver. You don't have any silver, so you're making yourself richer. So whether you come in here and you blow it out of the water, or you just want to come in here because you want to really build some wealth for your family, this is the way to do it. Because if you look at Venezuela, Caujuan had a picture of here earlier. Venezuela's money is in the street because it's worthless, and the dollar is quickly heading that way. You got a good education here. So with that said, folks, get back with the person who brought you in and let them get you signed up. And folks, listen, if you can't sign up on the website, call the person on the phone and give them your credit card, and we'll put you in. We'll get you in either way. If you're watching this from a cell phone and you're out there in the parking lot or whatever, we'll get you in. So either way, somebody will get you in so you don't miss it out. So with that said, go on back to you, man. And thank you so much. And thank you so much, Mr. Tony Hubbard. I look forward to working with you and blowing this out. And Tony Hubbard gave us a record to break. We're going to see if we can break it.
Absolutely. And last but not least, just for those that might be saying, well, I can do this, but I can't do that. As far as the being paid, the only thing that you have to pay right now coming in is either the $199 or the $499. You can put the autos, say with later. Like, matter of fact, I put it, and they said they even bill me to the first. Like, you can put, like, you know what? Bill me on the 8th of next month. Bill me on the 20th of next month. I mean, I want it, but I ain't, my finances kind of, the way my bank account's set up, right? What I mean? Like, so if you're in that kind of situation, no problem. You can still get it. That's why I love this. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can maneuver, you can manipulate the dates and all that and just push it up. Or you can say, not right now, but I'm coming. And maybe a month from now or 2 months, and then boom, you come in with the auto save. You see what I'm saying? So you have those options. All right. So with that being said, we appreciate you guys today. I'm ready to go. Larry said I got 7 people on that 30 coin. Awesome. All right. So look, guys, I appreciate you guys for rocking with us today. Again, we're gonna be doing these every day. We about to go on the blitz. Okay, so we're gonna go hard in the paint. You know how we do. We got funnels coming for you guys. We got landing pages coming for you guys. We got presentations coming, automated webinars, you name it. We about to come bring the noise. Melvin already put together something great. We had to do, give Tony respect and let him to go first, but wait till you see the presentation Melvin put together. So we'll probably be doing that one tomorrow. And no, all gas, no brakes. Okay. All right. So with that being said, everybody that I invited in my inbox, if you're somebody that I personally invited, like I called, hit my phone and we'll get you going. All right. Appreciate you guys. Until the next one. Peace.
Peace.